Hi YouTube and fellow DDR members, welcome to the weekly Wednesday workshop. Today I'll be showing you how to draft Magic the Gathering. Drafting is a limited format for 8 players. Limited formats are ones in which you build a deck out of a small pool of cards. In the case of a draft, the pool is made up of 3 booster packs per person. Note, the basic lands in your decks do not have to be from these packs. Players open their first pack, take a card, and then pass the pack to the player to their left. After the packs are empty, the next pack is opened, a card picked, and the pack passed to the right. Once this pack is empty, the final pack is opened, a card picked, and the pack passed once more to the left. Now, here's a step-by-step rundown of how to run a draft. Firstly, assemble your resources. A suitable table for 8 people to stand or sit around. 24 booster packs. Enough basic lands for everyone to use in their decks, a way to randomize the order of players around the table, and people. More people. More than that by a bunch. There we go. Now to prepare. Randomize the player order. This is to avoid people organizing to sit next to each other to gain a tactical advantage. Once that's done, get everyone to their positions and start handing out the boosters. Now it's time to pick the cards you want. Going into a draft, it's good to have an idea of what to expect when you open the boosters. If you know the set, you can start to figure out what you want to look for as soon as you've made your first pick. If you don't know the set, try to find something that could support a theme if possible. Alternatively, pick the coolest thing you see and try to make picks that make it work. Ultimately, you are trying to make a deck of cards that functions as well as it can. Synergy is important if you want to win games. You should now have 45 cards from which to build a deck. The minimum deck size is 40 cards, so there's going to be a lot that you can exclude from your final deck. Most decks will work with about 17 lands. Some decks will be fine with a bit more or a bit less, but 17 is a good number to aim for if you aren't sure. This leaves you with about 23 cards to choose out of your 45. Once again, try to pick a theme or strategy and build around that. Sometimes, cutting that amazing mythic that doesn't really have any synergy with the rest of your deck can be the difference between a win and a loss. After about 40 minutes of deck building, it's time to get playing. For the first of the 3 rounds, randomize your pairings as you did the player order earlier. Each round after that, pair the players with the closest results.
Let the games begin.
I win. Yeah, that
A
me.
winner is you.
A winner is
How is
me.
the pay slip, D?
I am the champion. Ow.